It's Friday, and that means another episode of Commander Fridays, where we're going to break down one commander, give you a deck idea, and hopefully you can at least have a little more fun with playing this game. Today, we're going to hop into a brand new commander, someone that just came out in Kaldheim. That is Valki, God of Lies, also known as Tibalt, right here, guys. Valki is obviously supposed to be Loki, taken out of the God of Lies, so it's pretty exciting. They pulled in, especially with Marvel going on, a nice influential card. Secretly, it's Tibalt taking over the universe, which is funny because he is probably the worst planeswalker in all of Magic. So, with that being said, let's pull into a deck idea of, hey, we finally get to use Tibalt, and maybe we'll have a little fun while doing it instead of getting our bums kicked. So let's pull on in here. Tapped out. What you guys see right off the bat is there's a lot of black in here. Something I think that's important is to lean a little more towards black than red, even though we are running a Rakdos deck. But what I did, I theme-based it. That's right. I took Rakdos and I put it into a theme instead of making a pure sack, which there is a lot of. We actually made it a vampire theme because I feel like Valki wasn't strong enough to run on his own. So if you can control the board and get a swarm of vampires out, you have a lot better chance of winning. I know Edgar is probably your top tier vampire commander, but maybe this can do something, especially if you just wanted to run two colors. So we have a lot of the stereotypical vampires and a lot of stuff that helps us with sack and death. So as you notice, we got Black Market, which is awesome for sacking creatures and killing them. Kind of break down all the way. Sack, vampire. And this deck is pretty cheap to make. I mean, a couple things to point out is the price isn't bad at all. Valki is probably the most expensive card out of all of them here. Nothing really too out of the ordinary. I mean, we have very few red spells and some multicolored. A lot of the multicolored are geared towards just sacking and creatures die adding counters. And we want to do this for Valki's second ability when he's Tibalt, which when he gets an emblem, you exile and you play land as though it was any color. And you're really just controlling your opponents. In a one-on-one match, this deck is going to be awesome. And more than that, I don't know. We're going to have to play test it to find out. But a lot of stuff in here just to kind of sack, get rid of. And you know what? If you don't like it, guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would add to it. I'm going to throw a few different cards in there so you guys can see the kind of highlights of this deck. But it is something that I'm going to try to play test with. Of course, my boy, Vampire Nighthawk, the winner of this. But yeah, oh, and my favorite card, Void. Void, for those who know, is actually a pretty old card. Choose a number, destroy artifacts and creature cards with that converted mana cost equal to the number. Then target player reveals his or her hand. Discard all non-land cards with converted mana cost equal to that number. 3 is usually the right number to go. Speaking of 3, check out this mana curve. What you see over here, we do have a heavily favoring 3 with the second being 5. We're averaging in the 3, so I'm not really going to complain too much about this. I mean, we do have a lot of 5 drops, which might slow us down, but a lot of the 2 drops and 3 drops are artifacts. As you can tell, I'm pulling in 5 over here and 2 over here, and those are to help us add land. So not too bad that we're really heavily black, which is why I have more swamps than mountains in here, just to give you an idea of what's going on. But guys, if you want me to add anything, comment below. Follow me on Tapped Out Magic Redefined, also on YouTube. And don't forget, subscribe to the show, guys. Until next week.